Hello everybody, Backyard Bullion here. Today we have a unboxing for you. It's another European Mint group order unboxing, the new look and feel group orders as well. So I'm going to start cracking into this box as we go through this, but in a nutshell, we had to put a pause on the group orders for a little while until we worked out what was going on, simply because of our situation here in the Backyard Bullion household as regards to VAT registration. If I start taking thousands of pounds worth of people's money to send to the European Mint, you know, in theory there's nothing wrong with that, but in practice it's always about whether or not that is going to end up being seen by our tax people as me trading rather than not. And I don't really want to have the issues of basically going to court about this type of thing if it ever were to happen. So we worked a way around it with the European Mint to bring these group orders for people in the UK to still buy VAT reduced silver, which is great for the time being. Brexit being what it is, it's on hold. That doesn't mean it's over. I think it's probably going to go on hold for a little longer this year. There's talk of some votes happening next week or next month in the UK Parliament, but I don't think that's going to come to anything when history, is any judge. So we'll have to see what happens. But I think for the short term anyway, for the next sort of 6 months or so, we're going to have the opportunity to still buy lots of nice shiny silver from Europe at reduced rates, which is of course what we like to do. And we can still unbox things here on the Backyard Bullion channel, which is also good news. So we've got a pretty small order by all accounts this time round. Certainly when you compare it with some of the previous group orders that we've done. This is around 500 ounces, about 7,800 euros worth of silver. And an awful lot of bubble wrap by the looks of it as well. Some new coins in here, the new Valiants are in here as well as the new 10-ounce Queen's Beasts, and then some crowd favourites as well. So pretty cool to have a look, and we'll have a look at it all in a bit more detail later in this video once we've got it all out and organised, and we'll make a nice big pile for you all to have a look at. So do hang fire for that at the end of this video. But we've also got a kilo of coins there. Look at that, that's pretty cool. Kilo of 90%ers. So we have been working with the European Mint now for 2 and a bit years as a business. They supply a lot of nearly all of the silver that we use as a business. And they're a fantastic company, guys. If you haven't, even if you don't want to join in this group order, because the way that these group orders have to work now mean that you basically have to place your order directly with the European Mint on their website, and then you would basically pay me for the privilege of organising the courier and shipping from me to you. And you do save money on it. There's still the savings to be had, but there's a little bit more admin and legwork. And that's led to a slightly smaller than usual order than one might have seen. Oh, this is an interesting tube. I've not seen a black tube before. It'll be interesting to see what's inside there. So there are still savings to be had, but regardless of whether you want to join this order or you want to go onto the European Mint website yourself, I would highly recommend them as a dealer. Certainly at the moment with Brexit and the ability to still buy VAT reduced silver from Europe, I cannot recommend them highly enough. I certainly recommend them a lot more than a number of other dealers in Europe. Not going to name names, but I think that these guys are the real deal for the future. They've got a lot of common sense about them, which is the most important thing, I think, when it comes to being a bullion dealer. Oh, here's the bull, the big 10-ounce bull. First look for me. One of these is actually mine, the big 10-ounce bulls. I did order one myself, as well as the new 2019 Valiants, which I assume are going to be in these ones here. So let's see if they are. So just also for clarification, because I know there's a lot of conspiracy theorist kind of trolls out there that always want to pick holes in things. I'm not sponsored by the European Mint to make this video. I'm not paid by the European Mint to pump them as a business. I just think that they're a very good business, and we get a bit of mutual benefit out of being able to push business their way, and we obviously have a good business relationship with the European Mint. And in addition to that, we are able, here's the 2019 Valiant, look at that. and we are able to get cool videos like this by being partnered with them. So, you know, we do get some financial benefit from the ad revenue, or as little as it might be from these videos, but ultimately we are here to try and help you guys get some cheap silver, and that's what we do best. So if you are interested in getting hold of some cheap silver, which is what it's all about, then the European Mint is definitely one of the best places in Europe to do that. So that is everything out of the box. I think that a little kleiner Pause is needed for me to, well, and Mrs. Backyard Bullion, because she's waiting in the wings, just in the other room with the dogs, keeping them quiet, to organise this pile. And we'll come back in a few minutes. Well, probably more than that for us. But hang fire, and we'll be back with a nice shiny pile of silver for you to have a look at. And there we go, just like that, all in some form of order and semblance of order anyway. It's quite difficult to kind of present just bags and bags of 1 ounce coins, so we'll do our best here. But basically, lots of coins have been ordered, but not a huge variety of coins have been ordered. That's one thing that's quite interesting. And I think that's the only kind of criticism that one could put on the European Mint, is that their variety doesn't necessarily rival some of the other dealers out there in Europe at the moment. That said, though, they are ever expanding their repertoire, and I noticed this time round, for example, that they had the Mexican Libertads in stock, which is very interesting. So I know they are planning to get more and more different varieties of coins as they grow as a business, and as they can offer more kind of competitive choice, basically, for customers within the marketplace. One thing that they do best, though, is they're just sort of their generic. I say generic coins, but these are turning into really, really lush coins. Absolutely love these. And that is this. This is one of my favourites now for 2019. Look at that. Now, I have got one of these on order myself, and I would not be surprised if this is going to absolutely smash any voting on an In Focus Friday episode. So I'm pretty sure we'll feature this and talk about this in a bit more detail at some point very soon. But it's the 2019 Valiant. Absolutely incredible. The 2018 was good, don't get me wrong, but they've improved on it drastically. I mean, which do you prefer? Let me know your thoughts. I like the shiny kind of outside rim. I'm having to do some tactical hiding behind the camera, but it's absolutely stunning. Really, really impressive. So Raw Mint seems to be hitting the ball out the park with the 10 ounces at the moment, or big drinks coaster coins as I call them. I've got the 10 ounce bull here to go with the 10 ounce Queen's Beast collection. Now that I've got this in hand, I probably will do a full stack Queen's Beast video at some point in the future, because I've got quite a lot of different sizes and types and varieties out there, and I want to showcase what we've got, because we're, you know, 2/3, well, 7/10 of the way through now, and hopefully we'll be able to get some new ones as well in the rest of the year to showcase. Yales, there are a fair few Yales down here in this, going on the Queen's Beast theme once again. If you like a pox-ridden goat, then that's your animal. And otherwise, it's basically just generic stuff in here. So this pile has a lot of random generics, basically. So it's got some Britannias. It's got quite a few of these Royal Arm coins. So these are another good favourite of mine, which I have really, really liked to see in this order. Now, I haven't actually ordered any of these for myself, which was maybe a little bit of an oversight, because I don't have any to feature on my channel, but I really like them, and I think they're definitely worth watching, because they're really pretty, they look good, and I'm very impressed with them. And that's one thing I like about these group orders, is that we can see other things that people are ordering. If we like them, then we can go and get them. But I think that's a real stunner of a coin for a pretty much generic piece of bullion, so nice one there. Perth Mint Dragon Bars, ever popular as they are. These are the 2019 editions. I really like these, and they are absolutely fantastic, and they also garner very, very good kind of second-hand market premiums on sort of second-hand markets like eBay. Not so much relevant for us as a business anymore because of the VAT requirements, unfortunately. So if we do try and sell these, we have to sell them at quite a high price just to even make our money back. But you know, for you Joe Bloggs stackers, investors, flippers out there, those are pretty good ones to get your teeth stuck into. Got some Perth Mint coins represented in here as well, in the form of this koala. There's a few others floating around in that pile of bags as well. If we can get that to focus, there we go. And you know, who doesn't like a Perth Mint coin? The European Mint is slowly growing its repertoire of different kind of coins from around the world, different coin collections, so hopefully they'll have a big array at some point. They do now offer some coppers as well, so coppers are not very easy to come by in the EU, and we have a few coppers represented here. Otherwise, in all of these tubes, we've got some generic Britannias, just 2019s. We've got some Eagles, more Perth Mint Dragon Bars, just a tube here of random year Britannias, which is kind of cool. We've got others. I don't remember exactly what was in here. I think this is just another random year tube of Britannias. The random black tube, I've not seen one of these before. This was, you know, something slightly different, that's for sure. And if we just crack it open just to show you, it is the half-ounce silvers from the Perth Mint, and they are the War in the Pacific kind of, that themed coin. They're really cool, and that's a really interesting tube. I've not seen anything quite like that before, so that's quite interesting to see. So that's basically it. There's other things in here. The Austrian Mint, Vienna Mint, anniversary coin, 825th anniversary coin. I could go on and show you every single one, but there's too many to kind of individually find in this big pile, and I'm sure you guys are pretty bored of me waffling on. There's also the kilo coins here. Mrs. Backyard Bullion and I do plan to try and get back to doing some coin hunting of our own sack of them, but we just haven't found the time recently. It's all pretty much hectic, running around like a headless chicken at the moment in the Backyard Bullion household. So that is basically it. If you enjoyed today's unboxing and overview, then please do put a thumbs up and share this on your social media. That would be very helpful. If you want to get involved in group orders, they're now open constantly, rolling group orders. There's a link down in the description below to the Silver Forum where you can find out all of the information about them. And feel free to get involved, and you can get some good savings if you are planning to order smaller quantities of silver. That's where you get the best savings from these kind of things. Otherwise, thank you one and all for watching. I hope you have a brilliant weekend ahead. There's a good video coming out tomorrow with a whole bunch of hand-poured silver, so make sure you stick around and have a look at that. And if you'd like to support our channel, hand-poured silver is the way to do it. Link to my website down in the description below. Have a great weekend, and thanks once again. Please make sure that you like, share, comment, and subscribe for more.